Now, I've not done a semi-auto shotgun review for a while, but this one has been on my list because it is a dedicated slug shotgun. This is the Hatsan Dynamic Slug shotgun. This is a 4+1 shotgun. So here in the UK, you would need a firearms certificate rather than a shotgun certificate. So it's 4 in the magazine plus 1, so 5 shot really. But it's a dedicated slug shooter because it's got the open sights on it. Now, don't get too excited. It hasn't got a rifled barrel because that would make it illegal here in the UK. It is still a smooth bore, but it is pretty damn accurate. As you can see in the footage, I was shooting this thing at 100 yards with 1 ounce slug, cellular and bellet slugs. Most of the time, I was hitting the gong, but it was pretty damn accurate, to be fair, with those sights. It has got a rail where you could put on some sort of optic, so there's an option. But what an interesting shotgun this is. Now, the thing is, it's quite interesting because there ain't a lot about this shotgun on the internet, and I'm struggling to find exact specifications of this shotgun. So I'll find out what I can and I'll put them sort of down below in the details. But I'll tell you what I do know. It is great fun. There's no doubt about it. The trigger is awful, and I will say that from the outset. The trigger is awful. But if you can get your head around the trigger, it's a fun gun. It's a fun gun. Right then, so you have a massive rubberized recoil pad there. You kind of need that when you're shooting slug, although I was shooting this out of a lead sled just to sort of enhance my accuracy. Polymer synthetic stock with it's almost like a rubber overmolding. I don't think it is. I think it's just the texture of it. There is a soft rubber cheek bit piece here, if that's what you want to call it. That's quite unusual. Don't know how that'd last over time. Will it start to crumble or something? You know what rubber's like sometimes. Texturing on the pistol grip. Same sort of texturing on the fore end. Semi-automatic, this shotgun is. Got dynamic on there. It's pretty good fun. Crossbolt safety. Horrible trigger, as I'll demonstrate in a minute. You load it from the bottom by putting your cartridges in. I'll demonstrate. I have got some dummy cartridges here. So how you do it is making sure it is clear. You could put one in if you wanted to, but it's always best to just load from the bottom. So you put 4 in the mag like so. I'm not sort of teaching you guys to suck eggs or anything. These are dummy cartridges, by the way. Okay. That is your your bolt release. Okay. So, he says, and I think I've broke it already. What have I done? What have I done? Ooh, yeah, that's probably not. In fact, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Obviously, I've done that wrong. Right, we'll try that again. We'll put that one in. So, pull the trigger. That releases the magazine lever. So, as I cock that, that will drop one in, as you can see, and chamber it and put it into battery like that. You pull the trigger, eject, pull the trigger, eject, pull the trigger, eject, pull the trigger, eject. And that one's just gone flying across the rat cave. That's pretty much how that one works. Last shot will obviously lock the bolt open like so. That is your bolt release there, as I demonstrated. Okay, so pretty interesting shotgun indeed. There's no doubt about it. There's a thing, and if you guys can help me on this one, I'd love to know what it is. Because see that there, that's your cross bolt safety there. But that thing, what is it? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't move. It doesn't pull out. Don't know what it does. Unless it's because it's a UK version or something. No idea what it does. So if you could let me know in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Fibre optic rear sight, which is excellent. Adjustable fibre optic front sight. Love that. No chokes with this shotgun because it is a Slugster. It is a fixed choke. Okay. Let's strip it down. So this is your takedown. What would be like your takedown nut, I suppose. I guess you could extend the magazine on this if you wanted to. It is a bit of a quirky one. Here in the UK, I don't think people are going to be mega keen to use up a slot on their firearms license to get one of these when it is just a 4+1. You know, if you're doing PSG, for example, you're going to want something like a Benelli or a different Hatsan, for example, that'll, you know, be a 10 or 12 shot, for example. But if you want something that is just for slug shooting, just for target shooting with slug, I think this could be quite cool. I really do, because I've had some serious fun with it. Right, let's break it down. I probably am doing this totally wrong, field stripping it. But yeah, there we go. So, this shotgun is an inertia shotgun. Okay? So, basically, that's how you field strip it. And I kind of like that because it is so easy to maintain. Those two lugs there just hook into the back of the action. It really is quite an interesting design. It really is. But you can get into all the workings of this. Now, I've used this, as you can see in the footage, you can see that I've used it. It is pretty clean. The internals are pretty clean. And that's kind of what I like about inertia rather than gas, because, you know, gas uses gas to obviously operate the piston, etc. And a lot of the crap from the gas goes back into the gun, whereas inertia, everything is just blown straight out. So a clean firing gun, so to speak, you can get in there to maintain it dead easy. I love that. Same with a trigger mech. You can get right in there. It's cool. It is cool. To put it back together, one-handed, on camera, is difficult. But this is how you kind of do it. And I will fail, there's no doubt about it. But I am doing this the wrong way. I'm guaranteed to be doing this the wrong way. Am I going to have to stop the camera? Am I? Hang on, let me see if I can. I think you just have to sort of push that in. There we go. Push it in like that. And she locks in place. And then obviously just put the takedown nut back on. Functionality test. Excellent. Pretty cool, guys. What do you think? What do you think? It's a quirky one. Like I said, it's a quirky one. Guys, I think we'll be reluctant, like I said, to use a slot up for it. But if you want something a little bit different, you know, just sort of pushing slug out. And these are pretty damn cheap. This one is kindly on loan from Liven's Gun Shop here in the UK. I know they have got several of these available. It's something different. It's something different. There's no doubt about it. So, let me show you the box. Hatsan's generic box, which is, you know, cardboard. Their manual, it isn't great. It tells you what to do. Black and white pictures. And it's mainly sort of all your safety do's and don'ts. Nothing amazing about that. You do get some shims for the stock. There's some sling swivels there, and there's a spare mag follower as well. This one did also come with the magazine stop inside. Soon took that out. But yeah, it's pretty good for the money. You know, it's something different. It's not obviously Benelli money. It's just something, bit of a cheap, fun gun, but if you're here in the UK, are you going to use a slot up for something like this? Obviously you can use normal shotgun cartridges through it, you know, birdshot. You know, it is what it is. But the trigger. Now, I don't know whether it's because I was wearing gloves, because it was very cold. The trigger I found a bit nasty, if I'm honest. Maybe it was because I was wearing gloves. Maybe it was. Maybe I was just pulling a bit in the wrong place. I don't know. But anyway, it's not bad. It's not bad. A fun shotgun for pinging gongs, long range slug. Maybe, you know, a wild boar shotgun. Not so much here in the UK. Maybe you could. But maybe it'd be quite an interesting wild boar shotgun. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. That is Rack and Load. See ya.